sent you today morning on the WhatsApp group. We will have the discussion after the session is over. And there are only two sessions in today's workshop. First session is by Dr. Johan Gomes ma'am. Now, may I welcome Dr. Gomes ma'am for delivering her session. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I'll stop sharing.
Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yes.
Fine. I'll just keep chat on here. Okay. Okay. So, welcome back to this session on Haskell programming. Yesterday we installed Haskell and tried some basic commands. So, we know that we did everything in the command window. This is our command window. Okay, so today we'll again continue where we left yesterday with list comprehension. So we had already generated list. So before going for the list, maybe if some of you have joined new, so I will just repeat. How do I quit this prelude prompt? Can anyone type in the chat window? Okay. So there is no answer. So probably we forgot. Fine. So I can do Control D. Okay. So when I start my command window, actually I am at my home prompt. Okay. Then I type GHCI at the prompt and I start the compiler and I get prelude prompt. Now, suppose if I want some help in commands, then I can type. Now you start your command prompt and do along with me. Okay, somebody said quit also can be used. So we can say colon and quit. Let's try it. QUIT. Okay. So that is another way we can quit GHCI. I'll again go to the compiler. Fine. So if I type colon and question mark, or I can type help there, then I get help list of commands. Okay. So if you see here, you also can type at your command prompt, prelude prompt. Okay. So we are not interested in some of the commands. Just go through it 2 minutes. Okay. So today we'll be using this command, cd, change directory. Okay. Then we'll be using load command. We can type the first letter of the command also. We already use now quit command. Okay. If file is already loaded and if you want to reload again, then we will use reload command. Okay. Yesterday we spoke about type command to find type of an expression, where in Haskell expression means anything, a variable or it could be a function. Then we'll be also using some commands here with set option. Column set. So we'll be using +M for multi-line commands. Okay. So that's all about this list of the commands. Now we'll come back. Okay. So I'll just reduce the size here. List comprehension. We already created yesterday few lists. Now what is this access means? In Haskell, this is the notation used to indicate list. So list is usually given by the variable later followed by S. And what X means is head of the list, the first element of the list. So access is used. Yesterday we used, I think, a as a variable. A is equal to some list, b is equal to some list. So if we have to use proper way of programming, then access will indicate or ys or zs. So we'll create a list. Please create one list, access. So access is equal to, let's say, yesterday we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's create one list. Let's create another list. Let's say 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I have created two lists and I want to append them. Then I say zs is equal to, appending command is, I will use plus sign, right? So ys. Let's see what zs is. For zs is concatenation of two lists. Okay, fine. So this is what we did yesterday. And we also learned, if I want to add one element in the beginning of the list, let's say I want to add 0 to access, then I will say the element colon access. Right? So 0 is added in the beginning, and plus if I want to add an element at the end. So let's say access. Just please type with me just for a practice. Okay, so I want to add, let's say, element 0 at the end also. Let's see. Okay. Now if you notice, though I added access में 0 in the beginning, it is not stored in access. Okay, access remains same, it doesn't change. Okay, so in case I want to save the change, then I have to use another variable, another name for the list. Similarly, even this 0 which is appended at the end will not be stored. So if I again type access, it is not stored. Okay, but probably let's see, if I say some another variable, vs is equal to, now let's type vs. So now it is stored the appended, store the new list with appended element, right? So I can add the element in the beginning, I can add the element at the end. Now I want to access a particular element, let's say element at the position 3. So please type this command, access, then exclamatory mark 3. What happens? It gave me 4. What is my access? The access was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's, the list starts with 0, the position 0. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So it gave me the third position or fourth element in the list. Okay. Now what these commands head, tail, init, last do, that we will see. So we'll just type one by one these commands. So let's say what is the head of access. So head of access is first element. And what is the tail of access? Tail of access is all the elements except the first one. Okay. What is init? Access. So except the last element, all initial elements. And last, last, last element of access is 5. I can access head, tail. Okay, so here is one diagram given. Learn you Haskell. I'll just show you the diagram here. It's very nicely drawn. Yeah. So if this is your list, head, tail part of the list, initial part, and the last part of the list. Okay, so coming back to our command line. Now someone asked yesterday how to access element or append element in the middle. We appended in the front, we appended towards end. So now to append element in the middle, there is no direct command. We have to write some kind of function for it. Okay. So I have written a command here. You have to split the list into two parts. Let's say I want to insert element at position 1. Then I must split my list. I have taken here YS list. Okay. Or you can take any list. Then split that list into two parts, YS and ZS. And at 1, whichever element you want to add, let's say I want to add 9 at position 1 in the list. Okay. So let's try this command. I will type here. You can write down let into bracket YS comma ZS is equal to split at A is capital, split at position 1. Now please use excess here because YS is already used. So excess is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus plus. Now the element that I want to insert, let's say in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to insert 9 at first position. So I have inserted, see this is my element, and after that I will write then ZS. Let's see whether it works. Okay. So it is giving some error. Okay, I will just take YS.
You forgot to write that A after 1.
Forgot to write A. Oh, split 1. A was my list there. Yes. So here yesterday we used A for the list name, so I forgot to change it. Today we use the one list XS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you see, this list XS is split into YS and ZS, and in the middle we have put element 9. So we inserted element at position 1. This is 0th position. I hope it's clear. Yeah? You could get it? Okay. Yes. Fine. Now similarly, it's very difficult to remove the element from the middle. So we have to use similar type of function. So how do I remove element at position 1? So we have to use some the same function with some change. If you see here in the last portion here, I have not written ZS, it is a tell of ZS. So what it will do, I want to remove position 1. So let's see, just type this function and see what happens. You can just recall back previous function. Okay, now we don't want to add anything. We just want to remove the element. Okay, so I want to say split the list into YS and ZS. Okay. If I just keep like this, element won't be removed. I'll get back the same list. So I have to say tell of ZS. So let's see if it works. Again, some mistake is there. Let's see. Okay. S has been printed here.
Yeah, the bracket.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, rest all I think is correct. Let's see. Yeah. So what has happened? We have added 9 here. No, so the 9 we added, but we didn't save it to the X. So our list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first position there was 2 elements, so that has been removed. Right. So this is the way. It's little complicated. If we want to do something, some addition in the middle of the list or remove some element from the list. So these functions, if you search net, you will get them. So I hope yesterday when ma'am had asked the doubt,